We're rolling. Cheap Seats episode number 8. We have new graphics. How about that? Looks like a old Busch Light logo. So that's pretty good.
Icy.
Dude, retro beer logos are like the coolest thing ever. I don't know why, but they are.
Especially when you put your own
They
spin on it.
are,
It just
yeah.
looks hot.
Yeah, man. I like our rebrand, I would say. The other logo is cool, but I feel like this one, I would say it's more unique, even though it's not really because it's an inspiration off of another logo, but I like it better. It's a better image, you know? It's a lot more clean, not so busy. So this will probably be the logo rolling forward. Let us know what you think about it. So I have Cameron with me. I have Bryce with me. I have Dyson with me. And we're going to dive into a couple of different topics today. Probably going to talk about our stories of being at sporting events and different experiences from that later on in the episode. First, though, I have a couple of things I want to dive into. So, NFL draft next week. We're going to do a mock draft. I believe it will be myself, Cameron, Bryce, and Nick. Most likely, I think that's who we got lined up for that. So be ready for that episode. We're going to go through all 31 picks in the first round, minus the Dolphins, because obviously their pick got forfeited for tampering. But
Fucking cheaters.
yeah, right. I don't even remember, like, how did they get
Wait, what
in
happened?
trouble for that? The
'Cause they were
Dolphins, they
literally
don't have a first
tanking
round
for
pick.
Tua.
Oh, was that
They were
actually tanking?
purposely losing. They were purposefully losing. They were literally tanking for Tua.
Oh, I didn't even realize that they actually did that. I forgot why they didn't have a first round pick. All I knew it was for tampering. So that's kind of crazy. But yeah, we're going to dive into that next week. I have a mock draft out. I just put them out yesterday and today. And I will say a lot of people don't like Skoronski at 10 to the Eagles. So I want to back that up for a second. So if you look at the draft history, Howie Roseman, he likes to go in the trenches in the first round. So offensive line and defensive line. Peter Skoronski, probably the best tackle in the draft, in my opinion. His knock on him is that he has short arms,
Bye.
which I don't really think that matters. And he's a 5-position type of guy. He can play like any position on the line. So if you're there at 10 and you have a guy that you can plug in when you have an old Jason Kelsey and an old Lane Johnson who aren't going to be there forever, why not take him?
He's the best tackle in the class, and you're going position based.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I like the pick.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about edge. I think that could happen there too, but I just feel like if Skoronski's there for the Eagles, why pass up on him? That makes a lot of sense in my mind. I don't think they're going to take a corner with that pick. I do see some people saying that, but they just brought back Bradbury. They brought back Slay, and they still have Avonte Maddox, so pretty solid corner lineup there. Just wanted to make my claim on that for a second. So how are we feeling about the NFL offseason so far? Free agency's kind of died down now.
NFL to come back.
Yeah.
I just want fucking Aaron Rodgers to make up his fucking mind.
Yeah, dude. Well, I think he's made up his mind that he wants to play for the Jets, but like the Packers and the Jets can't get
I
a
want
trade
the
deal
fucking
done.
Packers to figure it out.
They got to get
I
it
feel
first.
like now this deal has been at a standstill for so long. I feel like the Jets are going to say, you know what, fuck this, and then go out and pick up a guy like Lamar.
I was just gonna say that, man. I feel like they're gonna pull a quick one on us and go get Lamar. And then what do the Packers do in that situation? You still have Rodgers on contract, and like you can try to trade him somewhere else, but you're obviously not gonna get what you want for him. And I feel like if he can't get traded away from the Packers, he's most likely gonna retire. Because I think Jordan Love is the guy going forward. So
Yeah, I feel like he's going to retire if he doesn't get traded, but I feel like there's teams out there that would be willing to give up a first-round pick and some other offensive piece for Rodgers.
yeah, they should go find someone who's willing to give up a first round pick for him instead of fucking around with the Jets for so long. I mean, we can't get a trade done. I want the Packers to at least get the 13th pick. I obviously see people saying that Sure Rodgers is an old quarterback. He's 40. And
is Brady actually going to the Panthers?
bro, what?
That
Brady to the
was a
Panthers.
meme page.
Yeah.
That was a meme page, Dyson.
Let's say.
Like I was talking about, Packers need to get a first-round pick for him. I understand that he's 40. I understand that he probably has a year or two left, and he's not coming off of an amazing season, but the guy won 4 MVPs, and 2 of those weren't that long ago, so I feel like the Jets should fork over at least a first and call it good. First-round pick, 13th overall, straight up for Rodgers. I'd be cool with that.
I'd say even a first round pick and Corey Davis for Aaron Rodgers and like a 5th.
Yeah. They should tack on
Because you need
one of the 7th round picks they have, because the Packers have like 3 or 4 7th round picks this draft, and all those guys in the 7th round, most likely they're not going to be hitters. Okay, they're not going to be guys who are actually solid. Every once in a while you get lucky, like Pacheco with the Chiefs, but most of the guys you take in the 7th round, they're a wash. I mean, they're going to be practice squad guys their whole career. But I don't know. That's just food for thought. Cameron, how do you feel about the Broncos free agency this year? Since you're a
they
resident
made a
Broncos fan.
splash day one. They sure made a splash day one. A lot of signings. Obviously, you're gonna have a lot more free agent signings when you have new coaches coming in, and you don't have any draft picks. Thanks, Russell Wilson. Yeah, I like what they've done so far.
Hey Cameron, I got a question for you. Is that Broncos
Yeah.
country still riding or what?
Oh yeah, you'll see. We're
wow.
riding into the 2023 NFL season.
Riding into a 3rd place finish in the AFC West.
He goes, "You'll see."
You'll see.
What am I
You'll
gonna see?
see. You know that NFL players are now allowed to wear number 0. How do you feel about that?
I like that. I mean, Calvin Ridley was 0. That's okay. I see J.C. Horn wants to be 0. I don't know.
0 is just weird
mean-
for a football number.
You need to be a good player to have 0. Simple as that.
Boy, you know how much
Like,
jokes are lined
Justin
up if you're not?
Justin Jefferson has 0. Oh,
Dude. Honestly, Justin Jefferson with number 0, that would be kind of cold. That'd be dope.
exactly.
But if you suck and you're
Especially with
wearing
the
number
Vikings
0,
unis.
oh yeah, then it's such a fucking
You know
joke.
who I see being good next year? The fucking Lions. I see them
Oh, no
heating
doubt.
up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lions are
Fucking-
projected to win their division next year.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Vegas betting odds has the Lions to win the division. It has the Vikings 2nd, Bears 3rd, and Packers dead last.
Wow. Well,
So what? We gotta go
That
through the
division
rebuild
next
phase.
year.
yeah, that's true. You're going to get those years. I think I did say on a previous episode, I expect the Packers to finish as a bottom 10, if not bottom 5 team in the league. So, but who knows? We could be wrong. But honestly, the rebuilding years are coming, and that's all right. I think we can live with that. We've
I
had
feel
enough
like Jordan
success.
Love can win you 5 games next year.
That's good enough for me.
I have more faith in him than that.
What do you think the Packers' record's going to be next year, Bryce?
Me?
Yeah, you.
How many games in the regular season? 17
17,
now, right?
yeah.
Shit, I'm not good at math, but having us have a losing record.
Yeah, no doubt. I'd say 6-11. I think we could win 6 games.
7-10.
There you go. Missing playoffs, no
We'll
doubt.
say
5 and
Aaron
12, they're
Jones,
going to be
fantasy
dog.
value.
Enough. Yeah, Aaron Jones' fantasy value through the roof this year, though. So pick him up in the draft this year. Watch him go fucking first round now this year. That'd be crazy.
I think AJ Dillon's got some pretty good fantasy capital because if Aaron Jones ain't running the ball good, which is I'd say it's later in the season he wasn't doing too good. He was doing okay. He wasn't anything.
But
You
Aaron
know.
Jones has hands, so he gets so many more opportunities because he's primarily the best Packers receiver right now, I'd say.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean, Christian Watson kind of challenges that. Maybe not right now. I don't think he's better than Jones as a pure receiver. but
I'd say
I feel like he can
you
be
have too
by the
much
end
of
of
a
the year.
small sample size with Christian Watson from what you guys got from him last year. He
Pretty
had
solid year though.
great plays when they needed him, but your guys' season could have been way different
Oh
if
yeah,
he made that catch at the start of the year.
Oh, fucking no doubt, dude. I thought he was gonna be a bum once he did that. Oh, I remember
and
watching
then in
that.
big times, like you said, Cameron, he did good.
Yeah, it went right through his hands. I'm like, oh, we just drafted this guy. He's a fucking bum, isn't he? But turns out I was wrong. He's actually okay. I don't want to say he's good yet, but he has a lot of potential. Which, if the Packers decide at pick 15 to go with JSN, then you got a slot guy, and then you got Christian Watson on the outside, you got Romeo Dobbs on the other side. That's not a bad receiving core for Jordan Love. That's kind of solid.
For a
Do you
rebuild year,
think
it's
JSN
not
is
bad at
going to
all.
fall to 15 though?
I think it's possible. I mean, I see some drafts like Cameron, you had him in your mock draft going to the Bears at 9, I believe. I also seen him get mocked to like the Titans or the Texans at 11 and 12, 14 to the Pats. But if he ends up slipping to 15 to the Packers, I would love for the Packers to take him. Do I think the Packers are going to take him? No, I don't think they're going to take him at all. I feel like Brian Gutekunst is going to choose to probably go with another defensive player in the front seven like he did last year and the year before that and the year before that and the whole story. So
I
Packers
feel
don't draft
like
offense in the first round besides
this
Jordan
year
Love.
the Packers are going to go edge rusher
No doubt.
It'd
first
be
round.
nice.
I'm thinking,
Obviously 13th or 15th. That's obviously if they get the 13th.
yeah,
Well, I mean,
I really like Miles Murphy out of Clemson.
I've seen him mock there.
you
I've
know what I'm
seen
gonna
Lucas
say?
Van Ness mock there too.
Actually,
So,
I
He's
didn't even look.
he's a
I didn't even
freak
make a
on tape. I don't
mock
know if
draft
you've
yet.
seen his tape.
he's huge.
What is like this year's like main class? Is it receivers, linemen? I didn't
Bad
really look
receiver
yet.
class, good edge rusher class, pretty solid quarterback class, but once you get past the top four, I think there's quite a drop off. Uh,
I'd say
good
you
running
got
back class.
solid 5 cornerbacks.
Oh yeah. So I would say probably the main positions that are really good in this year's draft class are running backs really solid, tight end is really good. Uh, tackle's not bad. I would probably throw that in the mix there. And then on the defensive side, edge rusher is really good. And corner is really good. And it's a little bit with defensive interior too, like D tackles, but I think the real hard hitters are probably edge rushers, corners, running backs, tight ends.
And I feel like second round this year, you're gonna have a lot of safeties. There's solid safeties this year.
Yeah.
Brian Branch, that guy's gonna go first round.
Oh, no doubt.
He's a solid safety.
I would love to see the Packers pick Brian Branch at 15. That would be such a solid pick. Not only can that guy play safety, he also could play slot corner. He could play down in the box, and he's really fluid with his hips, and he can run with receivers. It's not like he's slow, and that's why they're playing him down in the box. He's actually pretty quick. So all around
And
solid player.
that guy's one of those guys that you can look at him to be a team leader too.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd agree with that.
He's gonna lead your pack in the right direction.
Yeah. Another guy, don't sleep on in the second round. Emmanuel Forbes out of Mississippi State. Dude is a ball hawk, and he's a really good corner. I feel like whoever takes him they're gonna have a steal. I have him going to the Eagles at like 30th in my mock draft. So if he slips to the second round, though, I would love to see some team pick him up. He's a dog. So, but yeah, really good drafted corner. I think we'll probably do a deep dive on that next week during the mock draft episode. But yeah, that's a little taste of NFL draft news. So I think we'll roll into the stories here. So we talked about before doing a episode on like our experiences at games and stadiums, and also our experiences playing like sports. But this episode we're going to talk about going to games, crazy stories from it, and just all that. So, uh, I've asked before if anyone wants to start us off, but that's gone wrong before, so I'll start us off.
Jarrett, why don't you lead us off with that?
Yeah,
With one of your stories.
I'll give you guys some time to think. So, first one I'm going to lead off with was Cameron was actually here for this one. So we went to
Mets Brewers.
this Mets Brewers game. So I'm a New York Mets fan. Cameron is a Brewers fan. My girlfriend came with too. She's a Brewers fan, and our other friend came with, who is also a Brewers fan. So I'm going to see the Mets play in person for the first time at American Family Field. So we make the trip down, and I'm wearing all my Mets gear. I'm ready to see him play. We go into the team shop store, and like before we go in there, there's this guy standing on the side who's like a store associate, or like he's kind of like a greeter, right? This dude's kind of a bozo. He's got like a bald head and a little overweight, and he's kind of goofy looking. And he looks at my girlfriend. He goes, "Oh, I can't believe you're stuck with that guy. You got all of him around." And I'm like, all right, whatever, just kind of laughing about it, like, oh, funny dude. And then he proceeds to do it about another 3 times from being in the store to out of the store. And I'm just thinking, all right, dude, shut the fuck up. I get it.
Knocked him out.
No, I didn't knock him out, but I'm not like a confrontational person, but that's like one of the one times where I'm like, I want to fucking punch this dude.
Personally, I would have been like, went up to him and been like, "Excuse the fuck out of me. What'd you just say to me?"
And he just like kept doing that shit. Like the first time, okay, whatever, I get it. Haha, you're a rival fan in this stadium. But he does it over and over, and you're just like, all right, dude, we get the fucking joke. Like, be real with yourself. So that was the leading experience in that. Then I proceeded to watch the Mets get their ass whooped 6-0. So that was pretty disappointing, but it was still a good game to watch. And then I was wearing my Mike Piazza jersey, and then this one Brewers fan, after we were walking out when I lost, he complimented my jersey. He's like, you guys got a good squad this year. You should go pretty far. Turns out we didn't. We only made it to the wild card and lost to the Padres. But hey, still a good experience. Got to see a lot of my favorite players. And yeah, I definitely want to go see another Mets game. I'll have to find some time to do that. Kind of hard when you're a Mets fan living in Wisconsin, but that's my first story. So who wants to go
Sure.
next?
You didn't tell the worst part of that story about when you went to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So I went to the bathroom around, what was it, like the 6th or 7th inning, something like that. And
Yeah, it was somewhere around there.
I heard the sausages started racing. If you've ever been to a Brewers game, you've seen that. So I went over to like the side and I watched that first. Then I went into the bathroom. I came out of the bathroom. I start walking down the stairs. Willie Adames is at bat. It's fucking Taiwan Walker on the bump. Throws pitch, and boom, Willie Adames solo home run. And the whole stadium erupts. All the lights go, and I'm just like walking down into this sadness. Like, really, motherfucker, you really give up a home run right now? I was so pissed off about that.
Got fucking shelled.
Yeah, and then they brought in Drew Smith to pitch, and then Mike Brasso, of all fucking people, hit a grand slam, and then the Brewers eventually got up 6-0, won the game.
Baby.
I was so pissed off. Hey, funny thing about that too
Get
from that
shit
game.
on.
Yeah, funny thing about that game too. When we got there, we had like second level seats, and we were pretty close to the announcers box. And I always watched Gary Cohn and Keith Hernandez on SNY. Those are the announcers for the Mets games. Like I usually get MLB TV, like I did last year, and I watch like almost every Mets game when I have time for it. And I saw him in the box, and I was fangirling, dude. I'm gonna be honest. I was like, oh my god, it's Gary Cohn and Keith Hernandez. And then I tried to do one of the hey Keith, and tried to do one of those, but it didn't work. But yeah, that was pretty cool too. I'd have a Snapchat story of me, and then it pans over to them, and I'm literally like 30 yards from Keith Hernandez and Gary Cohn right now, trying not to freak out. So yeah, that game was fun though. I'll tell you that. Cameron, you should tell them about how we had that one guy in front of us on the way there. Kept brake checking you.
Oh yeah. So we were on our way to Milwaukee, which is about what was it? Hour 45.
Something like that from where we're at. Yeah.
So we're cruising in the fast lane, just I don't know what 80, 85 in the fast lane, cruising, trying to get there as fast as we can.
Yeah.
And then we roll up on this guy going 70 in the fast lane. There's a bunch of cars in to the right. So we can't get over. So it's understandable. Maybe you could speed up, right?
Yeah.
No, he stays going 70. There's a line of cars behind us. I'm getting severely pissed because this guy is just being a dick. Because he has opportunities to get over where we can't get over because there's like vehicles next to us. And then when we can get over and do get over to try to go around him, he speeds up. So like, yeah, we get it. Your wife doesn't fucking love you, all right? And
Facts.
so now at this point, I'm in full fucking road rage. I'm honking my horn,
Oh,
fucking
camera's
flashing
pissed.
lights at him. I was fucking pissed. So then we finally get around this guy after like, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. It was a long time. And then he just goes into the other lane and lets all the cars go by. I was so fucking
Yeah.
pissed.
What a jerk off. That dude was something else. Obviously not getting enough from his
Ah,
wife, so he had to be an issue. Let's go ruin everyone else's day. Can't believe that shit. So yeah, that Brewers game was a fun time though. Tell you that.
oh yeah, that was fun, especially
Yeah.
the ride back, Jarrett.
Oh yeah.
What
Maybe
happened
for
on the
you.
ride back?
Well, I don't know if you've ever been to a Brewers game
Oh, getting out of
and
there was
you
Oh,
hell.
you
try
talking about the
when you go to
traffic?
leave,
It's
yeah,
awful.
there's two lanes of traffic on each side and you're going out and you can only go on the highway or go off to the exit. We have to go on the highway and you get on the highway and you have like about 2 feet of space all around you. And if you want to switch lanes, good luck, buddy. I mean, it's bad.
Yeah, that's a nightmare. Definitely worse than Green Bay traffic by a mile. Like you think getting out of Lambeau sucks,
Oh
but
yeah,
just getting out of American Family Field, it's terrible, dude. Hey, speaking of
they need to
Lambeau,
do
yeah,
they need
me
to do something with that.
they
Oh,
should.
Jared, are we gonna talk about the game you and I went to this? Was it the preseason or was it the
It was
first
week
real
two.
season game?
Week two, it was Sunday night football, Packers versus Bears at Lambeau. I got some tickets from work, so me and Bryce went and got there pretty packed. I mean, honestly, a really cool game to go to. It was Bears and Packers, and so you don't really see that often. And a lot more Bears fans than I expected there to be at Lambeau Field. It was honestly probably like what would you say, Bryce? Maybe like 20%, 15% Bears fans.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, they made their trip up there to watch their team get their ass whooped because Packers won that game. I don't even remember the score. It was like 31. No, 27-10. I think it was 27-10. And me and Bryce were
Yeah.
getting into it, dude. We were screaming. We were getting we were getting all
Oh,
riled up.
I was full bore fan after the second quarter, after the first quarter. Let's not kid ourselves here.
Oh yeah.
I was that guy, and I wasn't even like drunk or nothing.
Nah, it
I
was
was
just the
just like
energy of being at the
yelling.
game. Like when we
Dude,
were there, it was
the,
nonstop yelling. It was awesome though.
the fucking they had a flyover too. Fucking pretty sick.
That was cool. That was really
What
cool.
what what did they fly over? I don't remember.
It
Was
was
it
like some.
two jets or was it
I
like a fucking
think it was
something
two
cool? I don't
jets.
remember.
I'm pretty sure it was two jets, like two fighter jets. But it looked cool regardless. Rained a
They
little bit
actually had
while
a
it was
pretty
there.
good um like seat of it too. Like they kind of flew like on the other side of the stadium that we were facing.
Yeah, our
So
view
like
was
we
pretty good
caught
for
like
it.
a yeah,
We had pretty
pretty
good
fucking sweet.
seats,
And
outdoor,
then there was
club
that.
level.
Remember the drunk guy that was next to us?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fucking
Guys,
yakking the whole time about how they need to get fucking Rogers out of there.
yeah.
And Just fucking, you suck, Rogers. He's just yelling the whole fucking time
Just heckling him.
about and he's hammered too.
Yeah, just fucking
And all you can do is
obliterated.
just just agree with him because you're never gonna argue with him and win.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah, I don't know. It was a pretty cool game. We got to see Rodgers play his final game at Lambeau. Or not his final game at Lambeau, I should say. His final year.
final first game potentially.
Yeah, final first game at Lambeau. That was pretty crazy. So, unknowingly at that point, I ended up buying a jersey too in that game. Because I didn't have a jersey. Bryce offered me
Yeah, what
his.
jersey did you buy?
I bought an AJ Dillon one. Worn that in productions before, but Bryce offered me his Devontae Adams one to wear, but it was like a what was it, double, triple XL, something like that.
No, it was just an XL, but the XLs are like
Giant. I know
two
because
XL.
I bought a medium jersey and it's freaking giant. I should have bought a small. I didn't know they
Yeah, I
ran
remember because you were
jerseys that
complaining. You're
big.
like, dude, this is like a fucking dress on me.
Yeah, I should have got a small, but I digress. I'm still happy with my purchase. And then we almost got screwed, uh, because everyone got double charged, for the concessions at that game. You remember that, Bryce?
You mean double charged? I remember that.
Well, they
Uh,
fixed it.
I just remember it was fucking expensive.
No, like the company that owns the food that they supply to Lambeau,
yeah, they
they
own
like
the vendors, and everybody got double charged for that
yeah,
game.
but then
Oh,
eventually they fixed it. Like I only spent like $15 on food, but then they double charged it, so it was like $30. I was like, okay, well, luckily it wasn't my jersey that got double charged. But then they
yeah,
fixed it eventually.
yeah.
But yeah, that wasn't fun either. I'll tell you that. I got another story regarding
What?
Milwaukee. Bro,
Uh-oh.
Milwaukee's fucking something else. I'll tell you that. So me and Dalton went down there for a Bucks game, and it was like the night before Halloween or something. We go down there. We get there pretty early. It's like around 5-ish or so, and the gates don't open till like almost. No. I think we got there around 4:30, and the gates opened at like 6, and the game started at 7. So we were kind of walking around,
Oh
killing
my.
time, just kind of around the main block there, and we're walking down like the side streets and all that. And there's homeless people obviously because it's Milwaukee, and one dude's like he's begging everyone for money for shoes, and we walk past him and like he asks Dalton for money, and Dalton's like, "Oh, I don't got any cash on me." So then we proceed to walk like maybe about 5 feet to 10 feet farther, and then Dalton goes, "Yeah, maybe that bum should get a fucking job." And then we thought he heard us
Jesus
because then
Christ.
he like kind of followed us for a long time, and we were like getting low key scared. And then like he said it to us at a different time. He was like, "Hey, you guys got any cigarettes? Can I bum a cigarette?" And like we don't smoke cigarettes, man. So then we kept walking, and this dude was following us for another block, and we're like, "Holy fuck, we're about to get stabbed to death in Milwaukee. This is gonna be dope." So then we like cut back towards the stadium.
This is gonna be dope.
Then eventually he was gone. So, yeah, pretty close to getting stabbed by a homeless man in Milwaukee. Not
Dude,
something
you think
I'm used to.
fucking Milwaukee's nuts on Halloween? This year I went to fucking Vegas, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. That had to be crazy.
Fucking flew in on Halloween, dude. Actually no. We flew in the day before Halloween. Because Halloween was on a Monday or Tuesday, and we flew in on no, it was on a Tuesday and we flew in Monday. No, we
Yeah.
flew in Sunday. Fuck. I'm losing it. Anyways, fucking land in the airport, Airport reeks, and I mean reeks of cigarettes. It smells like, that old fucking smoker house or like the old smoker bar in town.
Like your
You know,
grandparents' house or something,
yeah, when they smoke a pack a day, dude. It
Yeah.
just hits you like a
and they
fucking
smoke in
train.
the house.
My
Yeah.
grandma's house used to smell like that.
Fucking, we're walking through the airport, and there's people, like, nothing really nuts in the airport except you see, like, fucking, slots, but you're like, oh, it's Vegas, it's normal. fucking walk outside of the airport, and there's like fucking people all like dressed up in some wacky ass shit, dude. We had to like, well, I shouldn't say we had to like walk to the hotel. We got dropped off at the hotel, but me, Dalton, and Ryan, a classmate of Dalton and I's, all decided to go out and get like shit because there was a CVS down the road, and there's fucking chicks without tops on and
No.
fucking. I was like, I ain't complaining, but
Bryce is like,
like,
hell
she
yeah,
goes on
brother.
home.
Like, this place is fucking awesome. I'm saying
No,
here.
I said, hey, those are nice, and she's like, oh, thank you, honey. I'm like,
Oh,
nice. Fucking going pound to pound in
score.
Vegas. Yeah, no. But yeah, like there's like we found like this golf club, just a random ass golf club sitting on the side of a building, you know, and then some fucking like homeless dude picked it up and started like following us. So we're like,
Uh-oh.
we're gonna get fucking mugged. And then I came back to the hotel room, all three of us did. And then Ryan and Dalton went out to go like check out the casino. You know, you can't really gamble.
Yeah.
Dalton couldn't gamble, but Ryan could. So they wanted to go check out the games to see like, you know, how it was set up and everything. And they fucking come back up. I fell asleep. I wake up. I'm like, dude, what fucking time is it? And he's like, dude, we had just got like approached by a fucking like crack dealer. That's what I was saying. Dalton and Ryan got stopped by a fucking crack dealer, like on one of the walkways outside of our hotel, because in Vegas they have walkways over the street.
Yeah.
So all you gotta do is like walk over the walkways. It's pretty nice. You don't gotta wait for like lights and shit.
Yeah.
But he's like, it's like 1:30 or 2:30 in the morning. And they're like, yeah, we just got stopped by some fucking crack dealer, and he was like gonna follow us into the hotel and shit.
What the
He like
fuck?
he said that like the crack dealer opened up like his jacket like in the movies. You know, like they got like the big vests and shit, and they have like all the shit like sorted out in there.
Yeah.
He's like, I got blue fentanyl, I got raspberry grape, I got blue cocaine, it tastes like raspberries, I got like meth, I got LSD. I mean, what do you need, guys? And like, no, we don't need any of that shit. And he's like, you sure, man? You can't help a brother out? I'm
Dealing
like, and
fucking
they're sitting to the guy,
candy or
like trying to
drugs?
talk to him for like 20 minutes to get him out, like get him away. And they were always paranoid the rest of the week that they were gonna see him, so they made me go with them everywhere. Fucking sucked. Because the guy was like shorter than what is Dalton like? 5'11", 6 foot,
I don't know,
something like that.
probably.
Shorter than that. Jesus Christ.
Well, fuck's sakes. Sorry. Anyways, he's not, a very tall guy. He said this guy was shorter than both of them, and Ryan's pretty short. Ryan's like 5'6", 5'7", and he was shorter than Ryan. Just dealing drugs. I'm like, you motherfuckers are scared of a guy who's shorter than you? Like,
So they had
if
to
you're
bring
fucking
Bryce as the
scared, go
muscle.
pick up a knife. They got like knife shops all up and down the strip. They got fucking security guards on every corner. Like, nothing bad's gonna happen. If it does, well then you can say you got stabbed in Vegas and you have a cool story to live and tell about it. Like,
Yeah.
fuck's
I mean, if
sakes.
you don't bleed out on the street, you get a cool story.
It's like,
Yeah.
holy shit. Fucking
That-
Vegas was wild, dude.
That's
Fucking
pretty fucking
every
crazy.
night. Fucking it's just something else.
Oh,
Fucking good time
Mason.
though.
Yeah, we have a late entry. Mason's in.
I think he woke up from a nappy poo.
See,
See. So
see,
Mason, we're talking about
Shalom.
experiences from going to like sporting events or anything like that or any like concerts. Do you have any crazy stories from that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's go.
I just thought of a good one, boys.
What'd you think of
What's
Bryce?
that?
So this year, my brother's a senior in high school, okay? And he's a wrestler, so I went to some of his wrestling meets. And there's this one wrestling meet that was in Escanaba, not Escanaba, Kingsford. And fucking there's this random ass Wisconsin team. I don't remember. I think it was like Florence or something. And apparently they're pretty good at wrestling, but makes no sense because they're wrestling Michigan wrestlers, which is like a different breed than it's
Yeah.
not really the same caliber. But there's this one kid earlier in the day that fucking dropped one of our wrestlers like on his like neck and head, and it was like intentional. and the kid's grandparents were sitting right in front of me when I said, "Get him the fuck out of here. He shouldn't be wrestling if he's dropping suplexing kids." And then the grandparents were like, "He's just trying to wrestle." I'm like, "No, he's not. He's trying to hurt somebody. So turn around, shut the fuck up, and just
Ooh.
watch the rest of the wrestling meet."
Ooh.
It
And
should be Roman Greco instead. Like, what the fuck?
then my mom, there's a different kid from the Florence team. My brother went down because he was wrestling a Florence kid, and my mom got up to like go check on him. I'm like, tension. I'm already like pissed off from the old people in front of me. But out of nowhere, this bitch, and I mean this bitch of a mom, has the audacity to walk over to my mom and say, "Ma'am, it's just a wrestling match." And my mom snaps at this bitch and says, "That's my fucking kid. Now you go sit your old bitch ass down and let me fucking worry about my child. Shut the fuck up. Fuck you. Have a nice day." And she turned around and walked her fat ass back and sat down on the wrestling bench. I fucking loved it.
Damn.
It was amazing.
I felt that.
My
By
mom
your
is a fucking
by your
certified
tone
G.
there, sounded like that one touched you a little bit.
Oh
Close
yeah,
to
I was
home,
ready
huh?
to touch this bitch with my knuckles to her face. Ready to knock a bitch out.
That's
Fucking
fun.
1-2 Chris Brown, that bitch.
Yeah, there you go. Ray Rice.
Fucking whore.
Burcone Heroes does not promote any domestic violence.
Yeah, we don't promote violence, guys. I'm just talking about a story.
Yeah.
All right?
Unless they deserve it. If they
Well,
deserve
you
it,
know.
if she
Like,
spent all
this
your
bitch
money,
has
she
been
took your credit
talking
card and
shit
spent the
the
money.
whole day, too.
Oh yeah, that might be
She
justified
fucking
then.
deserved what she had coming to her. Best part was,
I mean,
as we were all leaving, dude, someone fucking hit her car. It was karma
No
at
way.
its finest. Yeah. Someone fucking,
That's
a big
hilarious.
ass, like, Duramax fucking old guy, too. So, like, he couldn't fucking see anything.
Did he
Just
like leave
when,
the scene?
no, he rammed it
Mm.
right into the back of this bitch's car and the fucking tailgate busted. Oh,
It would have been
I
so much
was,
funnier if she left, or if he left.
well, he could have left, but the lady, like, jumped on the side of his truck and started tapping the window, like, "Hey, you just hit my car."
Oh my god,
And I
what a
just
No
was
crazy
sitting there
shit.
bitch.
laughing. I
Probably
was
couldn't
laughing
feel it.
hysterically. No, he's an old guy. He doesn't care. He's got a 1-ton dually diesel. He don't care. He's there to see his grandson wrestle. Fucking,
Is that the same
I
guy
was
that
laughing
was sitting in front of you,
No,
Bryce?
it's not the same guy. I wish it was. It would have been fucking hilarious.
Just
Same
imagine
team,
that.
fucking would have been coincidence out of all fucking get out. But no,
Man, I
was.
feel bad for that wrestling team. I have to deal with that every fucking Saturday and Thursday.
I was laughing
Man,
hysterically, and I pointed at her. I was like, "Sucks to suck, bitch!" And I got in
you
my
should
car
have
and
you
drove
should have
away.
said that out your window.
That would have been great.
No, I was outside. I was like probably 40 feet from her, and I said that. I screamed
That's
it too through the
fucking.
entire parking lot.
Oh.
Fucking nobody mess with my brother. All right, no fucking no way. You fucking try and mess with my brother, you're gonna get your shit clapped. All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, off my tangent.
Damn.
Good story.
That was good. That was fiery. Holy shit.
Well, it was spicy. I'll tell you that for
Yeah.
free.
Very spicy.
I'm a very how do you say what's it called? Not drastic, enthusiastic storyteller. It's
Yeah.
a nice way to put it.
Enthusiastic motherfuckers. You tell them.
I did tell her.
Yeah.
Fuck that bitch.
Anyone else got any other attending event stories?
Dyson, you got any stories?
Yeah, you've been
No.
silent this whole episode, dog.
I don't.
You got
Nothing.
any stories about how you like crack the kids like ribs or something cool?
Never.
Cracked a kid's
I've done
ribs.
that a time. I did that 2 times actually. I found out just the other day. Broke this kid's ribs. Made one fat kid puke too. I hit him straight in the fucking gut with my
Holy
top of my
moly.
helmet.
There you go.
Oh, was I a menace?
Show them who's
Damn, I
boss.
wanted to say something fucked up there. I was gonna say friendly fire will not be tolerated here.
Oh, there you go.
No, this kid was like, if you see like not even 600-pound, like my 400-pound life, this kid was a fucking tank. He was put on the line to be on the, like, just sit there and just block people from getting to the quarterback.
Fill
Like,
gaps.
he was probably 6'4" and at least like 350, 370, no, probably 400 of just blubber.
Blubba.
I
There you
mean,
go.
nicest kid too. Nicest kid ever. Super nice kid. Like, I hit him. I'm like, "Oh, dude, are you okay?" He's like, I don't feel good, Chief." And he
They're
ran to the
fucking
sideline
dying.
and threw up. And then I had some
That-
little skinny kid come in, and I absolutely pancaked the fuck out of him. It was great.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the
Times.
video of it? Oh, shit! It's some college team, and this fucking lineman he throws up through his helmet and then stares at the other team and like nods his head to
Oh, I've
try to
seen
scare
that.
him.
Oh yeah,
That one's funny as
Yeah.
fuck.
It's a dope
it was
intimidation
on
tactic.
fucking like ESPN, dude.
Yeah.
That's a good video.
That's the way to do it. I think we've hit about the end of the line for that. Bryce
See?
was very
Hard Town
fiery this
Heroes is now
episode.
bilingual.
Bilingual, huh?
Whatever you
There you
say it.
go. Yeah.
See,
CCC.
puta.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was Cheap Seats episode 8. Get some Dubby if you haven't already. 10% off with the code Hardcount Heroes. You can see that in the bottom right of the screen if you're watching on YouTube. Speaking of social media, follow our TikTok before it gets banned, and then go follow our Instagram after it gets banned. Or just do it right now, because, why not? So yeah, anyone want to say their goodbyes?
Bye.
Farewell. Sorry for my colorful language. I'll apologize right now. I just get really into a story, and it's
there
got
was
to
a-
come out.
Bring
Bryce,
back
you need to
bullying.
apologize to your mom for all the swearing you've done in this
Yeah.
episode.
Hey,
Your mom's gonna be
last
freaking
couple episodes, I've been
pissed
really, really
off.
good. So this one, I can have a slip up.
Yeah, well, there's more than one.
Just don't put like my story on the Instagram or like TikTok, because that way she can't see it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know.
All right.
Bring back bullying.
Bring back bullying.
Yep, that's a
2023.
good way to
Hard
end it
Count
right
Heroes.
there.
That's our motive. All right, later, y'all.